Hi, and welcome to the second FL Studio tutorial by Unbeliever. This time I'll show you how to record MIDI from a VST back into the Pianoroll, something FL Studio cannot do. So you can use input notes to an arpeggiator and record them into the Pianoroll of an instrument. To make this easy in the future, the first thing we will do is extend FL Studio with a little tool called LoopMIDI, which you can download at this website. Once you've installed it, open up the LoopMIDI program and add one MIDI port via the plus button on the interface. It's really very straightforward. That's all you need to do with LoopMIDI. Next, we will set up FL Studio to launch LoopMIDI every time the program starts by setting it up as an external tool in the settings. Once you've done that and LoopMIDI is running, you can configure it in the MIDI settings. At the output port, set LoopMIDI to an output port of your choice. Enable input, but don't specify an input port, for reasons we will see later on. To finish, turn off Auto Select Links modules in the settings, so you can have one channel selected and work on another without it switching over. That's it, now you have extended FL Studio to do MIDI recording. This is something you only have to do once. Now to see how it's done. Once you set up FL Studio like this, recording MIDI is easy. Let's try this. I'll add one Blue Arp instance, an arpeggiator, and set its output port to the LoopMIDI port we specified in the MIDI settings. Next, you can create or select your arpeggio, and input some notes in the Pianoroll to trigger it. Now you can load an instrument to route your arpeggio to. I'll use Harmor from FL Studio here to show you that it can also be done with native FL Studio plugins that do not have a MIDI input port. I'll just select a piano here. Make sure you keep the instruments channel selected to receive the notes. And as you can hear, Harmor now plays it. Let's record it. Record automation and notes. That's it. We've recorded Blue Arp's output into the Pianoroll of Harmor. A cool new feature in FL Studio 12 lets you lock a channel to a specified MIDI input. If you lock a channel to the LoopMIDI input, you can leave Auto Select Link modules on and still have all the MIDI go to the specified instrument, like this. That's it. From now on you can record all MIDI output from VSTs back into the Pianoroll. Let's give a few examples. Here I'll use a chord generator. Remember always to put the output port to the LoopMIDI port. Select a template. Input some notes. Load an instrument. Select a channel and record. There it is. Or another example with a step sequencer. Set the output port to the LoopMIDI port. Add the instrument, some notes. Record, and there it is. How about a polyphonic phrase sequencer? Same thing. And yet another arpeggiator. You may have noticed there are some issues. I don't know why they appear, but if you loop record it a few times, it always comes out right. To finish off, I'll show you how to record the MIDI output from empty power drum, which has thousands of free MIDI grooves built in. Once again, we'll set the output port to the LoopMIDI port, but this time, also in the instrument, you'll have to activate the MIDI out. Now I will just build a few grooves, drag and drop them, this time I want to send the MIDI to a drum plugin. I'll be using FL Studio's FPC here. Because I won't use note input to trigger power drum, I'll create an empty clip on the timeline, the length of the groove I'm building. Now the same thing applies. Just hit record, notes and automation, and see what happens. We'll press play on FL Studio and play on empty power drum. And there it is. The notes are in the FPC channel. As you can see. I'll just mute empty power drum and play the same sequence, but now with FPC. Change some drum kits. And hey presto. That's just about it for this tutorial. However, recording empty power drum is now obsolete because in the new version you can just simply drag and drop the grooves from empty power drum to a pattern in the Pianoroll. This way it makes it even simpler to use empty power drum's powerful built-in MIDI grooves. That's it. I've shown you how to extend FL Studio one time only, and after that easily record any MIDI outputting VSTs into the Pianoroll. Thanks for watching, and if you like it, please like and subscribe below.